Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal slip. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out. I was not born to drown.
We made it through the Smokies. Woohoo! Woohoo! So now, my hair's nuts. We're going to Yellow Creek Gap, where Lucky Moon is going to pick us up, and we're probably gonna either stay at her house tonight or stay in the car. I don't really know what the plan is. So the first half of the Smokies were icy and scary and dangerous, so we bought micro spikes, and we came back and it's in the 50s and gorgeous, and there's no ice. Go figure.
It was super nice the last 2 days. Today got rained on this morning.
Yeah, a little bit. It was like fog, and the fog condensed on the trees and started dripping on us. So that was fun. It's supposed to rain a little bit later today, but hopefully we'll only be hiking an hour or two in the rain before we get picked up.
Smokies are done.
Smokies are done. Woo!
Baby, come on. Forget what Father Brennan said. We were not born in sin. Leave a note on your bed.
Sweets is going north today. It's our first day doing vehicle assisted, so I'm gonna go ahead and drive the car to the northern terminus, the northern terminus, and I'm gonna hike south, and then Sweets is gonna come get the keys from me and key swap. So we'll see how this works. This is my very first day ever on trail, hiking by myself. This is a new experience. Sweets is going north. I'm still headed south. I drove up to the gap that we left off at yesterday after dropping him off down south. So I should see him sometime midday. We'll swap keys. I'll give him the car keys, and then I will see him later this evening when he drives down south to pick me up. Being by myself is kind of fun, actually. Kind of freeing. I'm like, I can kind of see how people would fly through the trail if they were going by themselves, just because I'm trucking. I'm booking it. Today's a beautiful day. It was supposed to be rainy and terrible. It's not. It's gorgeous. Hiking in a tank top. Did that yesterday too. Oh, also Anubis has this hat that he's been wearing the whole trail. It says Springer Mountain. Well, it says Springer on it with a picture of Springer Mountain. And after his appendicitis, he wrote "or bust" on it. So it says Springer or bust. He texted me yesterday night and was like, I lost my Springer hat. Keep an eye out for it when you guys are hiking. And very first thing this morning, Sweets found it. So he is going north, and he's going to run into Anubis today, so he'll hike it back to him, which is pretty exciting. So someone must have found it and hiked it forward, but pretty excited about that. Love being able to do little trail magic-y things like that. I don't think I ever mentioned in our vlog around Rangeley, but we found another Southbound Thru Hiker's wallet and was able to hike that up to him, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, we're like basically trail lost and found. That should be our new trail name, Lost and Found. It's a great day, so I'm gonna keep going. This day couldn't get more gorgeous. I'm in awe. We've been hiking in the snow and ice and frost and sleet and rain for quite a while before we went home for Christmas, and I am just blown away by this beautiful, beautiful weather, and I am relishing in it. God, it feels so good to be out here today. With all the leaves gone, you can just see mountains everywhere. Man. Doesn't get any better, folks.
Let your mother know you're safe, and by the time she wakes, we'll have driven through the state, we'll have driven through the night. Baby, come on. If the sun don't shine on me today. And if the subways flood and bridges break, will you lay yourself down and dig your grave? Or will you rail against the dying day? And when we looked outside, couldn't even see the sky. How do you pay the rent? Is it your parents? Or is it hard to be?
So it's day 2 of Sweets and I hiking separately while we slack pack ourselves, and we're doing a marathon day today, 27 miles. I'm tired. I could go back to bed right now, but I'm up in this fire tower with this beautiful view. Lucky Moon, who the trail angel that we stayed with and that helped us out through the Smokies, texted me this morning and said that she left lunch for us at one of the gaps that we're going to pass through. So and it should be basically the direct halfway point where Sweets and I are going to cross paths. So that's really sweet. That's so sweet. Honestly, it's just it's getting really hard. We're so close to the end and our bodies are so tired. Views like this make things feel worth it. Puts it into perspective. Lots of logistics with the vehicle involved, but let me tell you, my legs are so happy about this slack pack. I don't think I could do this 27-mile marathon day if I wasn't slacking today. So it's a good day. Tough day. Good day.
Holding the atmosphere. I don't want to live like that.
Somebody wrote my name on the ground. It says borderline. And I don't know if it was Lucky Moon who left us an amazing lunch of boar's head sandwiches and soda, or if this was Sweets in his boredom. But either way, somebody wrote borderline, and that's me. How cool. I love this whole trail angel trail magic thing. It's awesome. I can totally see why people want to go north, because you get more of that. So sweet. Aw. Alright, it was definitely Lucky Moon because she wrote Sweets too. Look at that. Aww. This is so nice.
If the sun don't shine on me today, if the subways flood and the bridges break, Jesus Christ can save me tonight.
So this is Hotel FJ, where we are sleeping and making camp every night. Hello. All of our stuff we have at the front here. And then also under our sleeping pads we have our crates of food. Whoops. Crates of food. Oh, and it's New Year's. So we got 2 Busch Light Tall Boys to celebrate, but we only drank one of them and split it because we're wussies and we're really tired.
I've dreamed of doing something like this in my truck the whole trip.
Yeah. How are you liking it?
This is a little short for me,
Yeah.
but it's actually a lot of fun.
Wait, lay down. Let's see. So your head is touching the seat?
My head's touching the seat and my feet are flat against my trunk.
Barely fit.
Barely fit.
Perfect fit.
But it's comfortable enough.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for when dogs howl outside.
Oh, so annoying.
Last night we camped near Winding Stair Gap, and there was a truck that pulled up at like 9 p.m. and 2 guys got out of it and had headlamps, and they went into the woods at like 9 p.m. and they left 2 dogs in the car, and around like 11 the dogs started howling, like legit howling.
It sounded like it was like half screaming, half barking.
Yeah, I was like, why did you leave dogs in the car, A, and B, now they're howling. And they obviously didn't know that we were sleeping in the car next to that, but the guys came back like half hour later, luckily, and left with the dogs. But that was an interesting experience. And I was like, what are these guys doing in the woods getting here at 9? Like night hunting or I don't know.
We must have been night hunting.
So hopefully we only get fireworks tonight because it's New Year's and no howling dogs. So Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, baby. From Hotel FJ.
From Hotel FJ.
Yoo-hoo.
You want to know something?
What's that?
Every year spent with you is well spent.
Aww, you're going to make me blush.
I love you.
Love you too.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Your dress, yes, wear something nice. Decide on me, yeah, decide on us.
We got 5 days left, including today.
Yeah. 5
And
days
it's-
till Springer.
Raining for 3 days of those 5.
Yeah. So, but on the bright side, so Sweets and I thought that we were going to have to hike separately the next 2 days because we've been using his car to kind of slack pack ourselves. But there's no roads for 40 miles, so we were just going to do a 2-day light pack where I was going to go north. We would meet at a campsite. He'd go south. We'd meet in the middle and then keep going and then go pick each other up. But Lucky Moon texted me yesterday when I was getting ready to start my northbound, and she was like, hey, I will drive you guys to the top of this 40-mile section so that you can hike together if you want to do that. And I was like, yes.
Of course we do. Oh.
So, like you.
Duh.
I like hiking with you.
All right, quit looking at me like that.
So, yeah, Lucky Moon has been, like, the most amazing trail angel. Just
Oh, awesome.
everything that we need. Like, and I'm like, I feel weird asking people for things, and she just reaches out and it's like, hey, do you want this? Do you need this? And it just gives me space to say, yes, please. Supposed to be kind of crappy weather today, tomorrow, and Saturday, but then
We're going to get good 2 days over Blood Mountain and Springer, which is the only 2 mountains that matter at this point.
which is really exciting because we've hiked Blood Mountain together before. So we're going to do it again.
A
And
little nostalgia anniversary type trip.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cute. So if you've ever been to our Facebook page, we've got our cover photo is the photo of us on the summit of Blood Mountain. So
When we first got there, we were like, what's this stone cabin doing here?
we're like,
Now I'm
do
like, can
people
we sleep in it?
I know. We're like, do people sleep in there? And it was funny because there was backpackers set up with all their crap sprawled out there. Then and we were like, these people are really gonna sleep here. But yeah, so now we're kind of like, maybe we might sleep up there.
Yeah,
Probably not. Probably too cold.
Probably not.
But yeah.
Also, one more injury. I got an ankle brace on. You probably can't really see it, but yeah, I got an ankle brace on.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be on there until we finish because just beating it up. I twisted it real bad, or I rolled it real bad one day. And then since then, it just hasn't gotten any better.
Yeah.
So, with 100 miles left.
Yeah, we just passed 2100.
With 100 miles left, it should be our last injury.
Hopefully. Hiking in the rain sucks so bad.
This is pretty miserable.
Oh my god. I'm so miserable. I'm soaked. Absolutely soaked. It's pouring down rain. We just stopped at the shelter to...
Well, we stopped at the sheeter.
The sign says sheeter. It doesn't say shelter.
S-H-E-E-T-E-R.
We stopped here just to snack real quick so that we could not have to stop for lunch later. And I do not want to go back out there. We have 12 more miles today until we get to the car, which means we can go to a laundromat and dry our stuff out. We can turn the heat on, but I do not want to go back out in the rain. I just want to stay here. Ugh. This sucks so bad.
We have like 5 more days.
We have 5 more days, and 3 of them are going to be in the rain. Today, tomorrow, and the next day. Ugh, I'm freezing and soaked.
Cold.
These are the days that you're like, God damn it, I just want to be home.
Tell you what though, we were trying not to get food from the truck. Like we were trying not to like go out to fast food restaurants while we're driving to the next place. We're going to Zaxby's after this.
We've gotten fast food every time.
Yeah.
We got Wendy's once, we got Dairy Queen once, we got McDonald's once, and now we're gonna go to Zaxby's if we can make it through this goddamn day. So we have at least 4 more hours of hiking in the pouring rain before we can get out of it.
Sucks butts.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. So I've never really successfully gotten any videos of us in the rain, just because I never feel like taking videos in the rain. So I figured, since this is one of our last times, well, we've got 2 more days of rain, but I'm in a decent mood and we only have 1.3 miles left to go. So I figured now would be a good time to show you what it looks like hiking in the rain. Hey.
Hi.
How you liking the rain?
It's been raining since before sunup, so I'm just glad to be out of it.
Yeah, we're
Soon.
soaked. You can see we look like wet dogs. Yep, 1.3 miles to go, 24-mile day. Cool thing, we saw some wild hogs today, which was really neat. Also a little scary because those things are aggressive as all get out. And so we weren't really sure if we should follow the normal protocol of make noise and hope it runs away, or just like hide. So we were just really, really quiet and kind of skirted around them. But I saw a big ol' black hog and I think 3 piglets.
I thought I saw 4 or 5.
4 or 5 piglets?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't see Mom though.
I did see Mom. She was kind of smaller than I expected.
Yeah,
Yeah. But the dad was not
he,
fun.
he was big.
He was big.
He was like about Sweets' knee height, maybe a little taller.
He was big.
He was big. And it's weird, they sounded like, almost like bass. Honestly, like the oink was so low that like it carried because it was so deep.
Yeah, I thought there was like a car around us at the basin. You're right.
Yeah, Sweets is like, is that an ATV? It's like, no.
Nope.
I think that's a wild hog.
Yep.
Yeah, hiking in the rain. No bueno, no fun. Honestly, we were talking about this earlier. Personally, I think that the being wet part isn't so bad, especially when you're gonna get out of it at the end of the day. Like if you're going into a hostel, or in our case, we're going to the car. But it's the getting wet part that sucks. Going from dry to it starts to rain and then suddenly everything is wet. And it's cold out here too, so it's wet and cold. Not ideal hiking weather, but you know, when you're hiking for 6 months, you don't always get the best weather. Speaking of which, we are in Georgia. We are in our 14th state. Woohoo! Yep. 14th and final state. We have walked from Maine to Georgia. So that's pretty nuts. As we get to the car, we're gonna try and find a laundromat to go throw all of our stuff in the dryer. And then we're gonna go get food, because that sounds good. Yep.
Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal.
Today is our very last day slacking. So we slacked between Dix Creek Gap and Unicoi Gap, which was a 16.7 mile day. And it poured this morning, which is why I'm wet. And the reason we slacked it was because it was gonna pour. So I am almost to the car. And then I'm gonna go drive down and get sweets from the southern end. And then we are driving down to Amicalola Falls tonight. And you know what that means. We're gonna drop our car off there and we're gonna get a ride back to the Unicoi Gap in the morning. And then we have 3 days to hike until Springer. And we're gonna full pack it because we would really like to end the trip backpacking rather than slack packing. And obviously we'd like to hike together if possible. This is our last day hiking separate, thank goodness, because I do not prefer it. I mean, I'd love going on day hikes by myself, but we've done this whole trip together so far, so doing it separately feels a little bit weird. I am so excited. 3 more days. 3 days till Springer. 3 days till we finish this crazy, ridiculous thing we're doing. 3 days until we can call ourselves Appalachian Trail through hikers. Also, I had a stress dream last night about wild hogs because we saw some yesterday and those things are aggressive And so all day when I've been hiking today, I've been looking around at the trees, like, okay, if I see a hog, I can climb that tree. If I see a hog, I can climb that tree. I can climb that tree. I could probably jump across those trees to get away from a hog. Because I did a little bit of research last night on what to do for wild hogs. And they say leave them the F alone. Try and make a wide berth around them. Those are not one of the animals that you make noise to make them go away. Basically just don't want them to know that you're there. Actually, the website I was reading said if you do get engaged or attacked by a wild hog, try to stay standing, because you'll get worse injuries if you fall down, obviously, because then the tusks can reach things more than your legs. But they say the way that the website worded it was try to stay standing until the mauling is over. Until the mauling is over. It's like, oh good, this doesn't make me feel good. Oh my goodness, the highway is right here. I made it to the car. All right, time to go get sweets. And then driving to Amicalola. It's our last night sleeping in Hotel FJ. And tomorrow we're getting picked up at 6 in the morning. And we're going back to Unicoi Gap, where we ended today. Oh, lots of feelings. Lots of feelings.
The last hike.
Yeah. It'll be really interesting to see how all of these feelings get processed in my brain. I feel like I just have so many feelings that I'm like, I just can't handle them right now. So I'm just like shutting off and not feeling like anything. So I'm like a little freaked out because I'm like not really excited for the end, but I'm not excited for the end either. I can't tell how I feel. And I think it's just because I feel too many things. I just can't deal with it right now. It doesn't feel real. So that we're gonna, and we're at Amicalola Falls Park right now, which is super weird because this is where we're gonna end. But when we went into the Welcome Center, I was like, I do not want to see the arch. So I did not see the arch earlier, which was awesome. So this is where we're gonna hike to. Once we get dropped off at Unicoi Gap, we're just gonna hike down to Amicalola and then get in the car and head home. So it's so late. It's like almost 9. Oh my god. That is so past hiker midnight.
It's a late one. Yeah.
Good night.
Take all of your savings out, 'cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make